Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half from Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's brought down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And that is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback. Somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete.
All you got to do is look along, baby.
Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Moss. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now Murray. Flush to his right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 9. A little under 2.5 to go. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw. Allen rolling to his left. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Allen will try to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Do it again.
Dawson Knox, 54 yards. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's McKenzie. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on. I'm ready for more.